All right, our next email comes from Frederick. He says, with the gaming year of 2016 soon coming to an end, the debate for Game of the Year will begin. My question is, what games have there been any overlooked games this year that haven't gotten the attention they deserve and that you believe are worth checking out? Overlooked games of 2016.
I got one to throw out there right away. It's from the very beginning of the year, and I think people might have missed it because of that. Take a look at Pony Island.
I hear about this game.
Take a look at Pony Island. That is not what you think it is when you start playing it.
Pony Island is a PC game.
PC game, and it's
I
not
think it's really cheap. I think it's like $5.
Yeah, it's not particularly demanding. That's a really nifty game that I think flew under the radar because The Witness came out almost immediately after, and I think it kind of got lost in the shadow of that. Not that, I mean, The Witness is probably my game of the year, but Pony Island's still worth checking out.
Can you affix a genre to Pony Island?
No.
It is genreless.
It is a surprise.
It plays like a platformer, but it's got surprises. It's
Like an adventure game, right?
Yeah, it's more like an adventure game, or as much like an adventure game as it is a platformer.
It's a game that trades on, it specifically makes itself look like one thing and then turns into something
Like
else.
Frog Fractions, is that the other game?
A little bit. It's in the same wheelhouse as that, yeah.
Did you like it, Justin?
I still have yet to play through it. It's been on my list forever. I bought it in, I think, the Steam sale months and months and months ago and just never got around to it.
It's a nifty little game. That's totally one I think didn't get its due.
I think I wish I would have known this was today's topic because this is my trade. You know, I almost exclusively play smaller, weirder games these days. But you'll need to come back to me.
I have one.
What is it?
Lucky's Tale.
Oh,
Wait, which one is that?
the
The Oculus one.
It's really the only full Oculus game. I mean, there's a few that are like that, but that's like a full start to finish platformer. And the reason I like it is I feel like I'm doing a book report. It's great. The reason I brought this game to show you is it's a 3D platformer, and you think like how could VR affect that in any way? It's so much cooler than any first-person VR I've played because it does this thing with the size of like you think like how big is Banjo-Kazooie's world, and you think about it living in your TV, and that's how big this game seems to you when you're in that space. You feel like a giant looking down on this tiny little figure. But the world around you still exists. So the world is this giant miniature world around you with little houses and trees and a huge tree trunk going up into the sky. And then you're platforming around that. And it's the coolest feeling VR experience I had, period.
the best VR games I played have all been third person. Res Area X is that way. It's a third person game. That really cool demo that comes with the Vive that has the why am I forgetting this? The shooter. What's that?
The one where you hold the two things.
Yeah, and you're controlling. It's one where you're. It's like it's very much like a shmup. You're controlling a ship where your remote is.
The same
Are we
thing.
okay? That's a marvelous game, and of course Super Hypercube, which is also third person, and that's another.
And that one,
game.
you're contouring a shape to go into a shape, and you'll hit it otherwise. It's going out of
An underrated aspect of VR until you put the helmet on and understand it for yourself is exactly what Sam said, how it changes your sense of scale. You know, it's like when you look at Mario on your television, you don't think about Mario as being small and those trees being small, but when you're in that world, you're right. You feel like a big, huge, giant man looking down on a miniature world. And that's what makes horror games so weird, because even if you have a giant TV, you know, the zombie is still out. Like if my TV is 55 inches, that zombie's what, 1 foot tall? Yeah. But when I'm in that world, that zombie is suddenly as big as I am, and it's right in your face.
You really react to the feeling of a presence next to you.
The change of scale is really a hard thing to articulate about VR until you're inside of it.
Lucky's Tale would certainly qualify as being overlooked because, man, when people talk about VR games, they talk about Batman, Super Hypercube, Res. Yeah. I don't hear anyone talking about Lucky's Tale.
But I pulled over everybody that was nearby when we were playing it, and it's just really impressive. It's the one game when I take it home and a bunch of people come over and we play the system because I don't own one. That's the one that everybody keeps on playing and wants to play. And I just think it's cool that they took a chance on a standard. It's like the first time you played Mario 64, like how different that felt and how that opened up your mind to like how big a game world can be and how it can feel and how interacting. Like that did that for me more than any other VR game. And man, I'm like 3 years ago sitting in the cockpit of Eve Valkyrie is like the same thing. I mean, that was incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like, I don't know, I may need to do some research and maybe pin a comment to the top of GameScoop because I'm drawing a little bit of a blank. But I do want to shout out to PacMan Championship Edition 2.
Oh, yeah.
The first one came out, got 10 out of 10 scores everywhere, said it was just, incredibly fun and such a nice modern update to Pac-Man. Sequel came out, it still got good reviews. Like I think we gave it an 8.5, which is great on the IGN scale. It's a great game, but it didn't No one really seemed to talk about it. It didn't
make
seem
a
to get a lot of hype.
splash. Yeah.
But like if you play that game, it's totally awesome. Like it's great. It's
loved
got
it.
all these levels to go through. Just a fantastic high score chase.
I mean, I think there was a time on Xbox Live in which
Yeah.
we were all on Xbox Live
Yeah.
and only people were on Xbox Live. Like that's been destroyed by Steam and PS4.
People are out
like PS Plus.
high score
or whatever it
chasing
is.
is a challenge because people are split on different platforms.
Right,
now.
there are
Yeah.
more places for that.
And it doesn't limit you to one high score. Like we all just arbitrarily chose the default level to all compete on when Pac-Man Championship Edition
Yeah.
DX2 or DX came out.
Yeah.
The first one. And we just all played it. But there were other levels, but I didn't care because the leaderboards only mattered for one. I think the options like made it so the leaderboards didn't matter for this.
I got another couple here too. Virginia's neat.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Virginia?
Yeah, Virginia's really neat. I don't want to say much more except Virginia's really neat, and you got to check it out.
You should say more.
Virginia,
Tell us what
Owlboy.
happens in the end.
You need to tell people where they can check these games out.
Okay, well, Virginia, you're going to be able to. Virginia's that was at PS4 and Steam. I'm
I
trying to
know it's
remember.
on Steam.
That
I think
sounds
it's
right.
also on.
It's on PS4.
Okay,
Also, I believe.
Virginia, Owlboy, which is a PC game.
I'm playing
It's-
through Owlboy right now.
You like an Owlboy?
Well, I don't want to. I think it's a little overrated.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I really like Owlboy, and then
that one's only on PC.
that's
for
a
now.
PC game.
Well,
yeah.
Owlboy is like, I mean, it's taking on one of our favorite genres collectively at Scoop, right? Like 2D Metroidvania.
It's-
So
Yeah.
if it's not better than everything we've ever played, then it's tough.
I think
right?
Owlboy is the prettiest 2D game I've ever played. It's incredible that every single that game is another one that's famous for taking I think 8 years to make, just forever. It was
Yeah.
winning awards at 6 years ago. And it's easy to see every random cave, every random hallway has hand-drawn, handmade elements that aren't repeated elsewhere in the game.
Yeah.
It's how do they do this? How is every single screen a set piece key screen in another game, but in this game it's the entire game?
It reminds me of Gimmick in that, where you just go places and be things that only exist in that
Very
one
obscure
point,
reference.
only
That's
for
a
that.
NES
Yeah,
game that only came out in Europe.
yeah,
And so-
and Japan.
I find the game, and it's not
it
like
called,
the gameplay's bad. I just it doesn't wow me the same way that I mean it's absolutely worth playing for the music and visuals alone. Owlboy is. I'm happy to have played it. I just don't think it's a 10 out of 10.
One more, Kentucky Route Zero Act 4. This is an episodic game that keeps coming out at ridiculously long intervals between episodes.
Yeah.
KRZ is dope. That is a marvelous, marvelous adventure game with a just killer soundtrack that makes these really weird, kind of esoteric story choices. And just when you think it might be skating on the edge of pretentious, something humorous or wonderful or beautiful happens. You're like, oh no, this is great. And Act 4 takes what's previously been kind of a rural American South story and then kind of wheels in a healthy dose of Mark Twain. And it suddenly goes all Huck Finn on you, and it's wonderful.
Is that on PC?
That's on PC.
And you said Act 4.
Yeah, this is Kentucky Route
you
Zero.
can just
Act
jump
4.
into Act 4?
No, I would play all the acts in sequence, but Act 4 is the only one that came out this year, and it's going to be another.
They also sell them as you buy the thing and then you get all the acts as they come out.
Like a Telltale.
Yeah.
And KRZ, all the acts are short. You can play through this whole game in a few hours. There's one more coming.
One of my favorite games of the year is Super Hot. Just a super cool first-person shooter puzzle turn-based game with a very unique look to it, an awesome sort of premise. It has a story that's very, very cool. I love that game. It's very short, so you have no trouble getting through it. It's on Xbox and PC.
Yeah.
And we played the VR version of it,
there's
which is a different
VR
game.
Oculus version that's out now.
That's what surprised me is it's a sequel basically. It's
And
not the same
yeah,
levels.
very cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Time only moves when you move.
Yep.
And in VR, when you're holding the Oculus Touch controllers, it's actually tied to if your hand is actually physically moving in space. So you have to carefully go for your gun while these things are coming at you. It's really cool.
I had no idea it was different on VR. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Except I can't put in those computer discs.
That's tough, yeah. Actually starting the game is tough. Last week I mentioned SteamWorld Heist, which is a very cool turn-based 2D strategy game. I think the original 3DS version came out late last year, but then all the other platforms came out this year, and I played it this year. And that game's really, really cool. And finally, Enter the Gungeon.
Oh, yeah!
A very awesome, very cool top-down roguelike shooter with
Jeez,
cute
that
pixel
was-
art graphics.
That was this year, wasn't it?
That's on PS4 and PC.
I also want to give another shout out to Eternal card game, which I am enjoying as much as Hearthstone.
It's called
when it was-
Eternal.
Yeah, Eternal. Very cool collectible card game on Steam now, and I think coming to mobile later. Continue to play it every evening. It's replaced Hearthstone as my go-to digital card game of choice.
Yeah, I've been playing that too. It's good.
Yep. We should play each other.
Man, Elder Scrolls Legends, I thought would be out by now, but should be coming very, very soon.
That was a good segment.
Good.
I was thinking like, oh man, we have to wait until we nominate stuff, and then, but
Yeah.
those are things that nobody else in the office cared about.
We may need to. I'm a little worried about PacMan.
Yeah.
Well,
we
do you mean
need
worried
only
about
to
it?
play that game.
Yeah.